Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again in this matter. This is Icomania Gist TV, and today we are going to show you 10 lies Ibom Airways used to deceive the general public about Comfort Emmason personality. As currently you can hear the general public speak about this girl, and when you hear people talk, you know that the information they are spreading was as or is as a result of the video evidence presented, the letter they wrote, and the 5-count charges that were made by the Ibom Airways against their passenger Comfort Emmason. And in this video, we are going to show you 10 perfect lies, 10 powerful deceiving lies that the Ibom Airways used against Comfort Emmason without powerful proof, and the general public believed it. Now, if you are seeking for justice for this beautiful young girl, and you want Nigeria to come up with the truth, and you want things to be done right, I beg you, don't take me back to the village. A lot of people need to hear this information I'm about to release right now. So before I start, give this video a like. Just that like button, it will not cost you anything. And make sure to make comments at any time you feel we are making a perfect point. At any point we make and you want to comment, even if you make 5 comments, no problem. Any point we make you want to comment, just comment on that point. If you agree with us, tell us how much you agree with us. If you do not agree with us, tell us how we don't agree with you in this one, please. And if you love our presentation, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube. Just type the subscribe button on YouTube so you follow us. Now let's right into the 10 powerful lies the Ibom Airways use to deceive the general public against the personality and the real person of Comfort Emmason. Let's go there. Number 1 lies: false unruly passengers claim. False unruly passengers claim. The airline portrayed Comfort as disruptive, but evidence suggests she was reacting in agitation after attempt to silence her and prevent her from defending herself against blackmail. What do you think about this? The whole picture they presented to us was this: that she has been unruly, and without giving us an evidence that she was trying to defend herself, all the picture they presented were, especially when she was involved in an altercation, especially when she was acting unruly and badly behaved. Even the letter they wrote, they said that she was the one that attacked the air hostesses when the flight landed, without giving us evidence to that. But that was one of the things they wrote down. Please, from the video evidence that has been shown, and I will also like you to watch what I will show you. They said she was unruly, but you will watch the video, you will discover that this video was highly edited. There was nowhere you will find the security or the air hostesses acting unruly. But every human being will ask, is this girl a demon? That nobody did something to her, and yet she's flaring up. Does she know the air hostesses before? Was she involved in a problem with the airline before and she wants to retaliate? What exactly happened? The truth remains, she was actually defending herself. Now let me show you this video where she was begging for these air hostesses to leave her way so she can step down. If you also recall, why would every passenger leave the airplane and she was not allowed to leave? If you remember, we were told that the matter was settled before the plane left Akwa Ibom, and now the plane has landed in Lagos. What prompted the matter again? Just watch where she was begging. I was telling the air hostesses, I beg, step out, I want to leave. And what did she do? She never left. Lie number 1: she was not unruly. The person that was unruly was air hostesses. Please, Ibom Airline and the air hostesses, if you say I am wrong, please come to the general public and defend yourself. Number 2 lies they gave us was misrepresentation of dress. Misrepresentation of dress. You know, they alleged she was indecently dressed, yet photos shows she was fully covered before the altercation. Her jacket was removed during the fight, not before. You know, the particular picture that was spread by the video evidence they showed her wearing only the inner wear, and when a little something will happen to her, her clothes pulled off, and immediately all her boo-boos stepped out, and everybody were like, what sort of thing is this? Does this girl not know that she must have come, that she's going somewhere? Why would she leave her house wearing this without an underwear? And that was what everyone is saying. Inside the internet, you will see pastors, preachers, a lot of people speaking against indecent dressing, based using comfort as a statement name. And now the world has believed. And let me also let you know that our popular social media activists, Very Dark Man, Daddy Freeze, and so many of them spoke about this indecent dressing, and they regarded her as one who never dressed well. But can I shock you? If you watch the video, why she was actually asking for a space to pass, watch her from head to toe. You will see that she has her sunglasses, she has her weave-on on her head, she has a jacket covering her inner ways, although they are just the same color. Before that incident happened, if you now watch the video where she was seen slapping the air hostess, and the air hostess was now telling the general public, she is slapping me, watch her dressing. Also watch the air hostesses. Before that time, the air hostesses had her weave-on also. The air hostesses does not have her weave-on. She herself was not having her weave-on. She was not also having her jacket and her eyeglasses. It leads us to one particular question. Who removed the air hostesses weave-on? Who removed her weave-on? Who removed her jacket? And who removed her eyeglasses? It clearly shows that there was powerfully fight. Two of them had a serious fight, and this person removed the other person removed the other. So what they showed us was a misrepresentation of her dress. She was well dressed and a responsible person for that matter. Now let's look at the third lie. The third lie is landing incident lie. You know, they claim she walked to disembark. You know, they said she wanted to disembark and attacked a hostesses, removing her wig and stepping on her. However, video taken during her plea for the hostesses to move shows the hostess is still wearing the same wig with no visible altercation at that moment. You see it from the statement they wrote. They said, when we landed, this girl left her seat, went straight to the air hostesses, began to slap her, remove her wig, remove her eyeglasses, stepped on her, and did all manner of things against her. But let me ask you, the same person that her wig was removed was also seen blocking this girl's way with her wig intact. That means somebody is lying. The evidence, what they were saying, what they wrote down was not the truth. It was a lie. If Ibom Airline can stand and say they said the truth, let them provide the actual evidence that she slapped and beat up this woman, removed her wig when the plane landed, and that they did not stop her from leaving the airline. Let them come out and prove it. I hope right now you can make your point. Are we progressing? Go ahead, make your comment, tell us what you think about this. And let's look at the lie number 4, denial of physical altercation. You know that Ibom Air denied any fight occurred, but later footage shows both Comfort and the hostesses misbehaved. You know, wigs were removed, jacket gone, glasses missing, clear sign of a perfect struggle. They say there was no fight. It was this guy that was harassing their air hostesses. They didn't say that there was a fight, because a fight is something that happened between two persons or more, where both of them are attacking the other. But they were telling us that the air hostess was just calm and this guy attacked her. Now the question, how come both of their wigs were removed? You can see the video where she was begging, leave my way. She has her eyeglasses on her hair. She has her weave on. The air hostesses have her weave on. So the lie that there was no fight is purely a very big lie. There was actually a fight on that airplane that led two of them to lose their weapons, their bags, and everything. Let us look at the lie number 5. Misleading violent video. You know, the clip showing Comfort kicking was not from inside the plane, no, but from the prison transport bus to Krikri. You know, let me show you this video. You can see it now. Fine. A lot of people saw this video and said this video was taken right inside the airplane. But let me shock you. Look at the seat and look at the security men. In the airplane, you don't see the security men. What you see is the air hostesses. That's what you see. So the only time the security men came out and were informed was when they dragged her from the airplane and took her to that coaster bus, where they drove her straight to the prison after their, whatever. So that video was actually when she was retaliating. Even the video they took outside was also when she was retaliating, because she was not allowed to speak out her mind. She was actually asking and speaking. Even when she was slapping that air hostesses, she was speaking something. She was saying, "You removed my wig. You removed my wig." It means she was actually retaliating, not fighting her. So the video that says that she fought them in the airplane was a pure lie. That video was wrong, where she was hitting someone with leg. It was actually done in that coaster box. Let's look at number 6 lie they made the general public to believe. Edited footage. Video evidence released was allegedly edited to discredit Comfort rather than present the unfiltered truth. Look, just watch the video evidence, which I'm not going to play again. A lot of us have seen this video from beginning to end. All the video evidences they produced was to discredit Comfort. Exactly, that passenger, Comfort. They did not show us the reactions of the other passengers when they stepped down. They didn't. They were so careful. In airports, there is CCTV camera. Why didn't they show us the reactions of fellow passengers and how the fellow passengers were reacting against Comfort, so that we will believe that Comfort was really what they say she is? At least it would have helped everyone to believe in the lies they're telling. Why edit those videos? You see the gap between "leave my way" and the time of the struggling. You understand that a lot of things happened in that plane which they never wanted us to see. And when Comfort stepped out, if you listen to one of the things, she was trying to explain what happened. She was trying to talk to some of them and tell them exactly what happened, but they never gave her the chance to speak, and that resulted to her fighting them even outside the airplane. You can see that very clear. So all the videos you see we are carefully edited video footage to discredit the personality of Comfort Emmason. Let's look at number 7 lie they lied. Rude hostesses behavior ignored. The airline painted Comfort as the aggressor, but omitted the alleged rude conduct of the air hostesses towards her. Now, let us ask ourselves this question. Is it possible that someone will just walk up to you and, "Please, can you put on your seatbelt? Please, can you put off your phone?" in an approachable manner, and you begin to fight that person? Is it possible? For someone to have money to buy tickets to fly on an aeroplane shows a level of responsibility. She was not a bully, exactly, but they painted a picture that the air hostesses was never involved, did not attack her, was not rude to her, to all the passengers, whereas audio records and some statement made by other passengers on board stated the fact that air hostesses that everybody has been praising, saying that she's so professional, saying that, oh wow, that particular woman was so perfect in her skin. They gave us a picture that she is a saint, whereas she is the oppressor in this particular video. Now let's look at the lie number 8. False claim of settlement. They said the matter was resolved before takeoff, yet Comfort was allegedly targeted upon arrival in Lagos through orders from the hostesses and the pilots. You heard that? If you watch the statement they made, they said, before we took off, we resolved the problem. Initially, there was a misunderstanding. Switch off your phone. Switch off your phone. I left it in airplane mode. You must switch it off. And they said a passenger dragged the phone from her, switched it off. And they said she started talking back at the air hostesses. Now, you can see a form of lies there. A fellow passenger, collected her phone and switched it off. She left the passenger and was attacking the air hostess. But they said something in their statement that the matter was resolved, everywhere was calm, and the flight took off. In that case, if that matter was not resolved, she was supposed to have been deported. And even this sort of thing happened at Akwa Ibom, it would have been fair. She was supposed to have been deported from that plane. But when they left, they took off because everything was settled. But let me ask you, why did the air hostess block her way when they arrived at Lagos? Because it clearly shows that something was wrong. That matter was not settled. That was just the truth. That particular matter was not settled. And an order has already been given to the Lagos command, so that once they arrive, they will deal with this girl. Some people say she said that she will deal with her. You know, if you have been flying on the air, you will see the nasty nature of some of our Nigerian air hostesses. You will notice it. Tell me a matter was resolved and an order was placed for an arrest for a matter that was resolved between two parties. Something remains fishy. That matter was never resolved. This particular statement was a lie and will remain a lie. Now let's look at the 9th lie they have made the general public to believe. Court case as silencing tactics. Her quick prosecution at the magistrate court was not for justice, but to intimidate her, suppress the truth, and interfere with her evidences. If these people had known that she already made a video, they would not have done that thing. You know, they drove her with that their coaster bus. After all the things, they carried her straight to the magistrate court emergency, and they were the only one with an evidence. They released statement that was read in the TVS news and Arise News, NTA. It began to circulate the social media. They went straight to the magistrate court, provided their false evidences, edited footages of what, oh my God. And they presented it, and she was reminded in the prison and given a date to reappear on October, and was asked to pay a fine of 500,000. That was not even a fine. That was their bed fee, 500,000. And how could she have raised someone to stand by her within few minutes? And she was sent to Kirikiri, awaiting trial. Do you know what they did? They wanted to collect all evidences she has against them. They collected her phones, collected everything. She was not able to speak to any media concerning what happened to her. Only God knows what she went through in that place. They are just giving us a fake information that they did that for justice, so that people will learn, so that people who are unruly will learn. No, that action was not for her to learn. That action was to intimidate her, was to subject her to torture, so that she will not speak the truth, so that before that October 6th, all this matter would have died. Everything about her would have closed. Nobody will be talking about her, just like no one is talking about Tuma today. That is a game they wanted to play. But thank God, social media was so busy speaking on this matter, and Aviation Minister stepped in. Now let's look at the last lie they made every Nigeria to believe. That last lie was a cover-up under official pressure. You know, her letter release and symbolic appointment as a passenger safety ambassador under AON was allegedly just damage control to bury the case, not genuine justice. Are you hearing this one now? The Minister of Aviation stepped out, and upon reviewing all the matters, including their own errors, everything, at the end of the day, he didn't want to say the airline offended the girl. He didn't want to come out with the truth and say the air hostesses need to apologize. No, they already have a matter with her. So the best thing for him to have done was to make an order for her release and all the charges removed from her. You know what they want, what was in their mind, and what they have succeeded in doing. I just hope they will not succeed in this. Do you know what they had in mind with that? We are striking this case with you out. So whatever you have against us, strike it out. And we are also going to compensate you. But see the way we are going to compensate you. We are going to make you an ambassador, so that when we announce it, everybody say, "Way!" That is blackmail. Yes, they want to subject her to their terms, so that she will not air her views. Watch, when she came out, she only thanked the fans for supporting her, but she never said what happened to her. She only said that she will say something when she's okay. Let us see if she will ever open her mouth to say anything about this. Let us see. And why we are advocating for justice is that we want her to open that mouth and tell us what exactly happened. They want her to come to the terms where she will defend the airport authorities, because their name is at stake. That air hostess is at stake. Her name is at stake. If finally she's found guilty and suspended, it will affect the airline authorities. So whatever thing they are doing now, they are using game to blackmail her, to put her under a pressure, so that she will not tell people what exactly happened and the truth. Instead, she may just come out and say, "I have forgiven them, let the matter be settled," and she starts working as an ambassador. Can you see it now? Can you see it? So go ahead and make your comment. What do you think about this? Are we speaking the fact, or are we clout chasing? You know, I made some videos. I was talking about some of these things. Somebody sent me a message and said, "You are clout chasing. You are not telling us what we need to know." But sir, I want you to make your comment. Do you think that all these things I mentioned, these 10 lies they told us, were true and are true and must be addressed? Let us hear from you. I hope we have dealt justice with this. My prayer is that every woman or every man out there who is going through this kind of harassment as a result of your status in the community, that you will be vindicated